Hello, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Today, in our video interview series for Spaincontract magazine, we are going to speak about Interzum, the edition of 2023, which is going to be on May in Colonia. And for that, we have Maik Fischer, director of Interzum, and Marcus Majerus, PR manager at Colonia. I don't know if I pronounce well your names. I did my best.
All is very fine, thank you.
I don't know, especially Marcus's surname.
Yeah. Thank you very much to do it exactly. Thank you.
All right. Well, my first question is about the long time that has passed between the last edition and now. So it's been a long time since you celebrated that physical edition. And how you feel now? What changes do you feel about the market in this time?
Well, first of all, it's true. The last Interzum, which took place in person, is 4 years ago. So first of all, we are all very excited to be able to come together in person again after 4 years of pause due to COVID, and that for us as the team working for Interzum, but also what we hear from our exhibitors and the visitors, is that everyone is very happy to be able to meet again in person, because we all feel, I think, that personal meeting is always the best way, in the end, to do business. And to share ideas, to speak about ideas. So everyone is very excited, and since I think we have more or less only 6 weeks to go, we are always looking very much forward to open our doors here in Cologne on the 9th of May. In regard to changes, I wouldn't say that there are big changes coming up. We try to develop Interzum further, also with what we have learned in the time of the pandemic, when trade shows, I think also in Spain, but in Germany, of course, also were not able to hold. So there are a lot of things we've learned, which we try to integrate into Interzum this year, and we also, of course, want to catch up on the story, the success story of Interzum, which we had in the last 60 years since Interzum was first held in 1959.
What is the profile, the main profile of the visitor this year?
Interzum in general is a show who is on the one side a trade show for the furniture supply industry. So everyone who is producing kitchen furniture, whatever kind of furniture you need for your home, but also for contract business like hotels, even cruise ships, hospitals, so everything which needs interior furniture. For that show, Interzum is the supply show. And on the other hand, and this is getting more important in the last years, is that Interzum is also a show for architects and interior designers, because Interzum and the exhibitors in special are bringing more and more and focusing more and more on design trends and new materials. So we think that, especially for your readership, we think that Interzum is probably one of the best sources to get the latest trends and updates regarding the questions: what new materials are coming up, what new design trends will be seen in the next 1, 2, 3 years in interior design. So that sums up, in the end, we have like two focuses: furniture supply, but also interior design and architects.
And the theme for this year is neo-ecology and shaping the future. Could you talk about this concept in the Interzum's context? Explain it a little bit.
First of all, Interzum's claim is shaping the change, and this is something Interzum has always been doing together with the exhibitors. Interzum has always been the place where innovations are brought into market, where market participants talk about the way the furniture and the interior design has to be in the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. So it's always a place of future, I would say. So that is why we have the claim shaping the change, because we think that our exhibitors, but especially also our visitors, are part of the they're part of the group who can change who work on the change for a better future. And then this year, especially, we have inaugurated, we call it a global lead theme, and that is neo-ecology. And the idea behind this is that we have been discussing in the last 1.5 years what topics will be the most talked about at Interzum 2023. And we were clear very quickly that all topics around sustainability, circular economy, so everything which helps us to fight climate change and the effects of climate change, which we all suffer no matter on what country we live in, that this is the topic of the time. So we kind of prepared the global stage, I would say, for this topic to be talked about and to be addressed at Interzum. To give you some idea how this would be or will be done this year is, for example, that many of our exhibitors have addressed this topic for quite a while already. So the chipboard manufacturers, for example, they are working on how to produce chipboards out of recycled wood. Other companies try to minimize the input of steel, for example, or the input of or the need of electricity to produce their products. Foam producers are working on bio-based foams. So all the exhibitors, everyone in his own product, in his own environment, is trying to maximize or to optimize their products in regards to a better carbon footprint or a better environmental footprint. So this is something we have seen for quite a while, but we felt that since everyone is doing something, there's no global stage to really bring that together into the attention of the visitors. And that is what we aim for with our global lead theme, to say or to promote this topic towards our exhibitors, and that they really catch this topic up at their booths, present their products, put their products into focus, so that in the end, the visitors who come to Cologne, to Interzum, have a kind of a red line when they visit the show, that they see on so many booths, products, ideas, concepts that show them how the exhibitors and their products are working on a more sustainable way. On the other hand, we as the trade show organizers have also caught up this topic, and we do a lot in this regard in our communication. So, for example, if you visit interzum.com, you will find a magazine on our homepage. And this magazine addresses so many topics all around sustainability, cradle to cradle, circular economy, bio-based products, so many topics which all summarize under sustainability. We also working on topics in regards of our event program. That means that we will have a stage, we call it Interzum Trend Stage, where we will have 4 days fully packed with presentations by renowned experts, and all of them are speaking about their insights, their thoughts, their ideas about new products, of course, and many of these speeches will address also topics of sustainability. So that we will have this Interzum Trend Stage. We will also have 3 special showcases. We call them Trend Forum, where we will address certain topics in regards to the actual needs of the industry. Just to give you one example, one of the Trend Forum in our Materials and Nature segment, so in the segment where exhibitors show products made out of wood, all this design products, there we will have a Trend Forum under the title of Sustainability Matters in regards to new materials. So there will be new materials presented. Some of them will come directly out of university or out of research and development departments, so they are very far away from the market, but they give an outlook of what new materials will be or could be introduced to the market in the next years. Some of them apparently will never make it to the market, but at least it's a good impulse. And other products we will show there, or other materials we will show there, they are very close to market or have already been introduced into the market. And the overall idea is that with this special event area, we want to give ideas of what new materials could be used in interior design and also in furniture production, instead of the well-known materials like wood or whatever you are thinking about. So this is, for example, a very good source of inspiration for the visitors, of course, but also it fits very well into our concept of neo-ecology.
So innovation is the main key for this edition. It is maybe the most innovative edition.
Right, innovation is always, well, Interzum in general is always dealing with innovations. We will see innovative products which are brought to market during Interzum. Exhibitors, visitors, everyone speaks about innovations. So innovation is like an ongoing topic since ever for Interzum. And this is very important for Interzum because the ideas for new furniture, the impulses for new interior design, many of them are developed during Interzum or before or after Interzum. And this sustainability topic, this neo-ecology topic, is something we added to our, I would say, self-understanding, that we think besides the innovations, which are always talked about, we want to make sure that the industry is also talking about their responsibility and their chances and their efforts in regard to be more sustainable, to create more sustainable rooms, living spaces, contract spaces, so open spaces, public spaces. So these two topics kind of stand together in one line.
Okay. Well, contract projects, hospitality projects had experimented a huge increase in the last couple of years after the pandemic. Do you feel that? Do you see that in the market? Do you see the interest of architects, interior designers in this fair?
Yes, we do see this. You might know that we as Kölmesse also organize Orgatec, which is, I think, very strong also in the contract business. So Orgatec is like one step further than Interzum in regards to the finished furniture. The Orgatec visitors, the Orgatec exhibitors come as visitors to Interzum because, of course, they also searching for new materials, new inspirations for their own business. So, and I think this is a good sign that not only the Orgatec exhibitors, so the office contract producer, but also architects and designers who are working in the field of contract business, exploring more and more that Interzum is, as I said, one of the best sources of inspiration, because only in Interzum you see the newest materials, the newest design trends, which will take 1 or 2 years before they really come into market. So our understanding is that if you are working in the contract business as an architect or a designer, it's really worth coming to Interzum, because there you see what new materials are brought into market. And if you think in project, and I understand that contract projects take quite a while, so they have a long-lasting period from the first idea until they are really finished. So if you really want to be aware of what materials, what designs you can bring into your project in 2 years when it's really start constructing, I think Interzum is the best way to be really up to date and be ahead of time, and to see what you can implement or what you can integrate in your project in 2 years' time. And that is why we see an increasing interest of architects and designers. But still, and that is why we're very happy that we can speak to your audience here, we still see that there are many architects and interior designers who are not aware of Interzum, or who are not aware of the actual profile of Interzum. So that is why we try to really change the image Interzum has in regards to the mindset of architects and interior designers.
Yeah, so that's why you you focus on trends, you have the stage and everything.
Right. Because
Okay.
we think that the impulses and the updates, the trends, that there's so many to see for architects and interior designers that we think it's really worth to pay the show a visit.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I'm going to ask Marcus. Hello. What is the meaning of Interzum for Colmese? The back of Interzum to Colmese. I think you have your okay now.
Yeah. Now I'm on. In which way do you mean it?
Yeah, I meant it is a huge fair. It is a very important event, and I'm asking you what is for Colmese means the back of Interzum this year.
Okay. Mike, helf mir mal, ich verstehe es nicht richtig.
Yeah, maybe I can jump in. Interzum, I think you are asking about what's the importance of the return of Interzum,
Yeah, that's
right?
it. Okay. Maybe my question wasn't.
So sorry for that. I
Sorry.
just wonder in which way it went. Okay. The return of Interzum is for Cologne Trade Fair. It's an important thing. So we just we make several fairs since the beginning of the years, and we see that fair is the most important marketing instrument after the pandemic, and everybody needs it and everybody looking forward. So people want to come together once again in person. And this is what we also just register at Interzum, because we know that a lot of people just looking forward to the fair, and for the company it's important. It's one of the important fairs in this year concerning Anuga and IDS. So it's a big one for Cologne Trade Fair. So it has an important rule, and everybody's looking forward, because in case of that, Mike said, everybody just creates the trends and create new products in case of this topic of this fair. So sorry for that I take a little bit.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. The English translation of the question wasn't very good. Sorry.
Sorry. Okay.
All right. And about Spanish companies which are going to be present as exhibitors, is there an increase compared to the last physical edition in 2019?
Would you like me to answer that one?
Yeah, you can answer, Santiago. You can answer that one.
Okay. Well, it's we have a record participation from Spain compared to Interzum 2019, what already was a record year for us. So we have the companies that always have exhibited at Interzum are all there, and we have a couple of new companies exhibiting. So we are very happy that Interzum is taking place. The companies are waiting for Interzum, so I'm sure that will be a great show for us, for everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe I can add one thing to Santiago's words, that what makes us very happy is that we also have big companies like Finza coming to Interzum. I think Finza is well known in Spain. They haven't been with us for quite a while, so also they see the benefits of being in Interzum. So it's the big names from Spain, and we see small ones, very innovative companies. So we have a very good Spanish participation in general.
Yes, I can, and we not only do Spain, we also do Portugal. So if you look at the really big companies, and yes, Lamigraf, Grupo Halvik, all of them are returning and looking forward to the show. Decotech Printing, etc., etc.
Okay, thank you, Santiago. And about the international visitors, what country is going to be more represented in the fair this year?
Well, currently it's hard for us to predict any numbers since
Yeah.
visitors decide on a very short notice. But in general, we can say that Europe is always the strongest visiting region.
Mhm.
So of course it's Germany, Italy, Spain, France. Then we will see also big participation from the Far East, as this is a very strong country in regards to furniture production. So, but basically we expect visitors from out of 150 to 160 countries. So overall, I would say more or less the entire world is coming to Interzum. That is what has been in the past, and we also expect this to happen this year.
Okay. Thanks very much. I think we can finish with this. If you want to add anything, you want to encourage people to go to Interzum.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
just
Oh,
I have sorry, I have
Yeah,
just
Marcus?
one thing in case of your audience. So Mike, you know what I want from you in case of your audience. For me, I see a mindset that's changing in our exhibitors a little bit. Not in everybody, but in a lot of exhibitors. In case normally they show new products for the furniture production, and this is their main target. But as Mike just explained, there will become more and more another target, and this is the group of design and architecture. And if we have just a little bit time, I would that Mike just maybe can explain a little bit of this mind setting from the industry that change a little bit, and how important is trends and getting trends for some companies. So Mike, maybe if you can explain just in a few words about Shuttlecor maybe, and how they think and what they do. So because this is very interesting for your audience.
Right, so I just try to do it in 30 seconds. What Marcus is referring to is the way how our exhibitors nowadays in the end sell their products. So they are not coming from the product, but many of them come from the design and the social trend aspect. So that means that we have exhibitors, they are conducting worldwide trends, they are summarizing, bringing them into one trend report, which they normally publish at Interzum. I mean, it's not only Shuttlecor, there are other companies as well. And their idea is to inform the industry, and in this regard, especially the architects and interior designers, about the global trends in regards to living and public spaces, which they see coming up. So it's coming from what consumer needs have to be fulfilled, and then going all the way to the products, saying that these products are made very well to fulfill these needs. So, and this is what Marcus was talking about. The trends and the design is more and more the starting point of the exhibitor's presentation. So it's not about what it's about the product, but coming from trends and insights. And that is something very inspirational, especially if you're in the creative industry.
Okay. Thanks very much.
This is why I invite everyone answering a question. We really invite everyone to visit Cologne, take a short flight from Spain and pay a day or maybe even two if you have the chance to see that what we are talking about is really happening in Cologne. And you go back home, I'm sure, with many inspiration and many new ideas. So please follow our invitation and hope to see you in May in Cologne.
And to give you maybe a good overview, just look about our website. As Mike said, in our magazine, there were some articles who show how we think about this. And Santiago will send you also in the presentation, there will be one link to our magazines called Visions, and there are some interesting trend articles inside. So you just get a feeling about what we say on this point.
All right. All right, thank you. Okay, then, thanks very much to all of you for having this time with us. And we'll see you on May.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you in May. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Bye.